Hello, everyone, and welcome to our D&D show, What's Left of Us, the show where a bunch of us wonderful friends just gather around and play a game of Dungeons and Dragons for your amusement. I'm Star. I'm gonna be your DM this time because, well, I don't know if you guys saw the last episode, but, well, somebody thought it would be funny to portray me in a way that was not accurate nor in character, and he's paying the price for it. So anyway, welcome to What's Left of Us. Jay's dead now. I'm the DM. I'm taking over. So first step is everyone's going to level up. We're all going to be level 20. And then...
Thanks, DM. You're the
best.
best.
Yeah. I'm the best DM. I know. I should have
10 out of 10 DM.
Thank you.
We got a steep discount on this Black Friday.
Yeah. For the low price of murdering your DM, you too can be level 20. Oh, shut up.
Oh, no. What happened? You didn't kill him hard enough.
I was having the worst dream. I thought somebody mentioned capitalism and being nice to my players and shaved my beard.
No.
Oh, God.
I don't know anything about that, but that's terrible that happened to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was some felty hands around my throat.
Wow, I don't know who that could have been.
Ugh, I don't like that.
A nice soft hi-ho. And then I was dead. And that's all that happened.
Well, whatever happened, it sounds like you deserved it. So
It does sound like I deserved it. Are we live? Oh, shit! Hi, everybody. Welcome to What's Left of Us, the D&D actual play, where we play D&D actually. This is all serious. Of my... It's super serious all the time. We are here today to play our usual monthly game of Dungeons and or Dragons this time. And
lizards.
Right. Basins and big lizards. So there's a little bit of housekeeping to get out of the way before we go into playing, and some very important stuff to talk about before we get into playing. So the first bit of housekeeping is, please notice our mods. We have obviously our lovely Sam, pronouns in my bio, keeping us all nice and safe. If you have any other questions that you can't hold until the very end of the stream, you can ask Sam, and Sam is likely to know. And also, we have Sly. I have finally actually modded Sly, SlyFox23 in chat. She's been on the crew for some time now. She's just, I kept forgetting to actually give her mod powers, and now she poked me about it in a way that I could not ignore, and so I did that. Thank you, Sly.
Thank you, Sly.
Thank you so much, Sly. I appreciate the extra help so much. And other than that, let's see here. The VODs for the streams are live immediately as soon as the stream is over, so if you missed it, don't worry about it. You can watch it anytime you like. And speaking of questions, immediately after the stream, we will be having, as usual, questions. It's like a question period. We're on a couch. It's a real couch. Don't look any further into it. And we will be taking all of your questions from previous sessions and this session if you would like. So you can, of course, allow that to happen. Just keep your questions for the end. I think that was all the regular housekeeping stuff, but now the big stuff. You might notice there is a bar above my head. Ow. This bar is our Tiltify campaign. We're going to continue it. This is from last month. We're continuing it because Palestinian people are still getting killed, and that sucks. So please, if you can, see if we can hit our goal, and if we hit our goal, we're going to set a new goal, and we're just going to keep going. And if you would rather not go through Tiltify or not go through us specifically, you can, of course. There's a charity. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Thank you, Sam. There is a couple of different charities. You can go to Palestinian Children's Relief Fund specifically, or you can do Doctors Without Borders, who are currently on the ground helping the Palestinians with their medical needs. So, that's that. Now, I think that's it. Does anyone have anything else before I go? I don't think so.
I think so.
I have a cat.
Yeah.
I just saw the tail go.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're down to Mildred today, if we haven't mentioned that.
We are,
yeah.
sorry, yes, I forgot. We are down on Mildred. That's right. Yes. Sorry, Mildred is waylaid by other things. And so the part of Rethgirther will be played by me when I am not making her walk around in a glassy-eyed stare. That's
you gonna give her a Muppet voice too, or am I just too special for that?
It's got to be a different Muppet though.
But yeah, well, no, hold on. First of all, why would I
Yeah,
give
your
any
name
of my
is Piggy,
players
'cause
Muppet
we-
voices? That's ridiculous. I would never.
Yeah. Sure.
No.
Yeah.
And when I play another character, I play with sincerity.
Again. Hold it down, chat.
No, chat, come to my house. Yes. And sorry, Jinx, you were gonna say something?
I just wanted to shout out our wonderful fan artists for drawing all they've been doing animations and drawing individual and group characters from the campaign. And I just wanted to say thank you for everybody for spending so much time and effort on that. That's amazing.
We
it's
have all been
wonderful work.
so blown away by the amount of fan art that has been coming in. It is wild. If you want to add to your fan art reel, we have rules already posted in Star's Discord for that, and my Discord where they're also doing it. I haven't put the rules up, but basically, if you want to go into the fan art reel, you have to also give me a username that I can put on your picture, so I can make sure to properly credit you. But yeah, we've all been really blown away. Our in-house artist, my partner Rose, who makes all the regular art, she has been so happy to see other people like making riffs of her designs, and obviously all of us who designed our characters too. Like, it's honestly, it's wild. It really is wild. Every time I used to watch one of these things, sorry to go on a tangent. Every time I used to watch an AP and all these people were like, oh man, it is so weird seeing yourself as fan art. I never got it. I was like, man, that sounds dope. Actually, I would love that. And then it started happening and I was like, wait, I was Andre the Giant GIF. Wait, hold on. Wait.
wait.
Right. I don't know why the Discord thing isn't working. I literally just did all my commands. Guys.
YouTube.
YouTube and, well, no, I think this is just Stream Elements. I really have to update to the streamer bot because it has much less mistakes. There will be, I'll find a Discord invite somehow. I don't know how I'll do that, but I'll figure it out. I think yours will have to be posted if you want it there. I know mine is actually attached in my YouTube. So if you folks are looking for a link, there's a Discord link on my YouTube page specifically. So if you're already there, then you're already there. I know, I'm sorry. I don't know why it doesn't give you a master commands list, Sam. You're literally a managing mod. You should have one. Well, listen, okay.
Guys, we just received a $25 donation from MetaMath to the fundraiser.
MetaMath again. Guys, thank you so much. It is great to have a bunch of folks who are willing to help out. It makes us feel very happy that we're able to do this. Again, we're not gigantic, but it's so nice to be able to help people. So, okay, I think I have kicked the bucket around enough. I think we should get into the game. I'm just making up euphemisms now. I'm Canadian. I get to do that. Okay, let's pop over to the map because you were all hearing, hopefully, the in-game music. Wild stuff. Last episode, understanding that you all probably need a little bit of help in the equipment field before you decide to take on a goddamn dragon. You all decided to go to the nearest town, Leyland, and Leyland happened to have gear. However, you guys don't have any money. And so you couldn't buy anything. But as luck would have it, there was the local Gordsmas festival going on. Gordsmas. This is important. It's Gordsmas, okay? Gordsmas festival, they had a whole maze, and whoever got through the maze got the prize. And the prize was an adorable new NPC who everyone loves. That's Tammy the Mimic. Tammy the Mimic. She's off somewhere raising her own horrible bit of havoc as a mimic would do. I'm free forever. And then she goes off and eats things. You managed to get a suit of splint and a suit of studded leather, both of which have been granted to Emery and Mal specifically, and I think one of you got another one? No, wait, you Tim already had like a breastplate or something like that. I can't remember.
Tim got Emery's old breastplate, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. There was a bit of trimming involved to get it to work properly on Tim, but it worked out. And then they were confronted by the most unlikely thing they could have been. A literal bit of proof that Rathgirther is who she says she is, as the Slug Prince confronted her.
Of course she is who she says she is.
Of course.
Why would anyone think anything different?
Yes. Yeah. Clearly. Completely unfazed, you guys battled the Slug Prince until he died, while rhyming. And he boiled away into this goop that is now drenching the feet of Emery. And then at the very end of all of that, with the sound of shattering glass, our crab man came back into the universe.
So he
I
just
did the
kind
old Stone Cold Steve Austin.
he just kind of stumbles out of this like rift in space time.
Very Doctor Who. He just kind of
What?
What?
Okay, real quick question: did he land on his feet, or is he like kind of on the ground a little bit?
He's on his feet.
I'm running the fuck over there and I'm grabbing him before he can do anything. The fuck, dude!
Bren!
Hi. Whoa, this is kind of weird. I saw all of you in my dreams.
Well, that's nice.
You
That's all I
wanna-
got.
Okay, a little bit more. Where the fuck did you go? What happened? You were gone for like how long? Days?
Couple
A day?
days.
Couple days?
Couple days.
Yeah, I think it was a couple
Okay.
of days. Yeah.
We're
Huh.
so glad you're okay.
Well, I
Oh,
told
me
them
too.
you were
Me
okay.
too.
I knew you were okay. I saw you. I watched you with an old woman. Well, really,
Oh.
I didn't watch it. The old woman watched you, and then she told me about it.
Oh, was it the one from back in town?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
have
Yeah,
him
I
by the
talked with
collar
her
of
a
the shirt,
bit.
by the way. I'm just manhandling him a little bit because he's what the fuck?
But you talked to her?
Yeah. I communicate with her somewhat frequently.
Okay, I didn't think that was how scrying worked, but okay. Anyway,
I
I'm
can't
glad that
explain it.
I'm glad you're back. What happened to the Haven?
Bird fucker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kentucky Fried
don't know.
Faylord.
One minute I had him in my pincer, the next minute I'm here.
Vernon, why don't you give me a quick history check real quick?
Sure. Let me actually pull up my thing here. There we go.
Oh no, so
That's a
he's still alive.
19. Perfect.
19.
We're going to dive into Vernon's mind for a moment here. None of your
Gross.
characters will know this,
Please
but
join me in my mind palace.
yeah. But I think it's only fair that the audience gets a quick peek into what happened to Vernon while he was away.
Is his
Let's
mind
go-
palace just one of those like tanks with
Yeah.
the lobsters in it at like grocery stores and
Well,
stuff?
you guys remember the
Yes.
BBC's terrible Sherlock thing where he goes like this, and then there's a bunch of like numbers and shit on the screen. Instead of
Ah.
numbers, it's just crabs. It's just translucent crabs, and it's different
All
types
variety.
of crabs, and it's like crabs holding signs with like what he's thinking of. Like it's yeah.
It's like they're not even like proper PNGs. It's like JPEGs with the white background around
Yes,
them. Like,
yes,
This guy
still.
just like,
Yeah, and like with meme text and shit. Like
Oh
you
my
forgot to
God.
turn off the oven and just yeah. Wow.
Someone's gonna draw that.
All right, so let's go back to the heady days of a couple of days ago, in the game time anyway, where Vernon runs up to this Fey Lord who has been extricated from grabbing onto Emery. Looks straight at Emery and he says, There are people who love you, and you should let them in. And then, Vernon, you didn't know if what you were doing would work. You just kind of hoped. I need you to roll me a D4, my friend.
D4. Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to click. That is the web port for my area. Nobody cares about that. There's the D4. That's a 1.
It's a 1?
Hopefully, hopefully that doesn't become a pattern.
First
I
roll
need
of the
you
day.
to roll me another D4.
Okay. In all fairness, the first roll of the day, I got a 19. So there's that. That's a 4. I'm really hitting all. I'm very polar, apparently.
You're holding on deeply to this this Feylord. He's struggling, and he's for some reason not able to pull out of your crab-like grip. Every time you're going to make a jump, I'm going to make a roll. So I don't even know where this Feylord ended up, incidentally. You are in a place that you don't recognize, but the name comes to you anyway. You're in a place called the Beastlands. This is Krigala. This is one of the outer planes of conflict. This is a wild place, one of the places where most monstrosities come from. You can see things like owlbears and manticores and that sort of stuff. Give me another D4.
D4. Boop. That's a 2.
2? Give me another D4.
Okay. That's another 2.
Another 2. You are shunted once again out of the Beastlands and into the plains of law. You are on the plane of Mechanus. You are seeing a bunch of Modrons wandering around and marching to an ever-increasing tune of cycling. Can you give me a perception check, please?
A perception check, absolutely. Hold on one moment. That is a 3.
A 3, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't see anything of any particular interest. The ballet of Modrons is just, it's so much. The entirety of Mechanus is a moving panoply of living, robotic creatures.
Rude.
Listen, if you don't want any lore, it's fine. I don't have to give you any lore. What are you thinking right now? You're getting a little bit more disassociated from yourself as things go on here.
I'm probably thinking, thing about it is none of this really even matters, given that it's all a dream and whatnot. And that's kind of what's like looping in his head right now. It's just like over and over again, just this doesn't really matter. Like, it's kind of cool, but doesn't really do anything for him. Doesn't
Right.
really trigger anything, I don't think.
The Feylord in your grip feels like he could have loosened himself at this point, but as he sees he's on the plains of law, he decides not to. Give me another D4, my friend.
D4. What? I might just get out my D4 so that I can just keep rolling it. That's
Yeah.
a 3.
A 3. You are on you are in one of the planes of the elements. Can you give me a D6 this time?
Okay, D6. Boop. That is a 2.
2. You are suddenly in an expanse of nothing but air. It is an ocean of cloud and nothing else. You are in the plane of air. You notice this because there are floating castles and structures made of crystal and glass and congealed cloud that are built together. You see Jinni and air spirits of all sorts just kind of milling about, and you fly straight through them and crash through a crystal citadel and bring it down while you're struggling with this Fey Lord. And you like hold him against one of the walls as you're pushing around, and he's going, and you're just like dragging him across the firmament of this particular bit. What are you thinking of at this point?
I'm thinking I could just end this guy right now and, guarantee my party safety. But again, what does it really matter? Like, this scenery would have been stunning to me before, but now I'm just very depressed.
Go ahead and give me another D4.
D4. That's a D. No, get rid of the D6. There we go. That's a 3.
A 3 again. Double 3s.
Yes.
I'm going to send you somewhere fun now as you are truly losing your grip on what is real. Thump. Darkness and horrible, maddening wind, so rough that if you were on the material plane, you think your skin would be torn to shreds by the gruff, splintery feeling of this air. You are on the plane of pandemonium, one of the biggest planes of chaos there ever was. And you can't see the creature in your grip anymore, but you can still feel him struggling. He's also being greatly injured by this plane that you're on. You decide to get out of there very quickly because this part of your dream is not good. It is painful in a different way, and you fear being lost to pandemonium. Give me another D4.
That is a D2. That is a 2, rather. Not a D2. Just a 2.
A D2.
A D2.
Where's R2?
He
You
couldn't
lost
make it
him.
to this session.
Right. Still holding on to the Fey Lord, you find yourself in a void of deepest black. You can see barely the hint of stars around you, but you are so far into the void that you can't really see anything, except there are shapes moving in that blackness. There are big, horrible shapes. And again, you, Vernon, don't know these things, but the knowledge of them comes vividly to you as you are floating there. You're seeing the graveyard of the gods. You're seeing the corpses of what was at one point deities of other planes, just kind of floating out here. This is where they go when they die. And in the far distance, once again, you see the gigantic form of a crab. And it regards you slowly, as it is feasting on the corpse of a dead god, because that is what crabs tend to do. They are great decomposers of the world. They like to feast on carrion for a lot of it. Yeah. And it pauses and it goes, "Oh, this is a weird dream. It's you.
It's me. Hey.
You're usually
How's it
so
going?
far. What are you doing here?"
Not quite as far anymore. I don't know. Just kind of decided to give it a go, and here I am.
Well, if you're here, then I can't dream of our friends.
What do you mean?
Well, Tim Tam and Rathgurther and Emery and Mal and that old woman in that hut. She's important, right? We're gonna see her again?
I would imagine so. It would be kind of strange if we didn't.
Well, just I talk to her sometimes now, and it's nice. It's nice to have somebody.
Yes, but what do you mean you can't dream of them anymore with me here? That just doesn't seem
Well,
logical.
Well, you're how I dream of them, right?
I guess. Are you saying I'm some kind of conduit? Because this is news to me.
I don't know what that means.
This is a strange run-in.
It is. Do you need to go back? I gotta send
I don't know
you.
that I want to.
Okay. Well, I know that I need you to go back.
Ah,
Maybe we can work something out then.
yeah, perhaps we can make a deal, as it were. And he takes out
Oh.
his little charlatan die and he starts like twirling it around in his fingers.
It's not like you don't have to make deals with yourself. How about this? I'm gonna help you out. And he waves his massive claw, and you and your attachment are flung through a plane that is consumed with flame. The air is so hot that it hurts to breathe here. What ground there is dark, ash-covered rock. And you realize that at this point that your Feylord is gone. You have no idea where he is. You have dragged him across many planes, and you think it might be a while before he is able to come back, if he is even still alive.
We've staved him off for now, guys.
And you careen straight into the walls of reality itself with a glass cracking sound. Just and you're suddenly standing in front of your, well, after a few moments of disorientation, you're standing in front of your friend.
Oh, hey,
Hi.
this is weird.
I'm
I
gonna
was
buy the
just
collar of the
dreaming
shirt
about you
again.
all.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're back. Now we're back. The color of the shirt has begun.
I'm grabbing him. He just fucking disappeared. Didn't tell us what the fuck he was doing. He was gone for days. And he doesn't have the owl thing with it. Where did you go? What did you do? Is that owl fuck coming back? I started looking around.
To answer all of your questions, I don't know. But maybe.
Okay,
I know that
what
doesn't
is-
make a lot of sense in some situations, but
It doesn't
maybe.
make a lot of sense in any situation. What are you talking about?
I don't know. It seems to have made sense to me. He was gone, and now he's back, and we don't have an owl.
So we're just gonna
Yeah,
accept that he
that's-
just disappeared for a couple days.
What
Yeah.
I mean, what else can we do?
Sure.
I'm just glad he's all right.
It only seemed like minutes to me. I'm shocked that, first of all, I was able to find you, but secondarily, that so much time has passed.
How
Okay,
did
but
you
where did
find
you-
us?
And where did you go?
I've kind of been everywhere a little bit, and I don't really know how I found you. I just kind of appeared here. I wish I had more like to go on, but like I might as well have just fallen out of the sky, like literally.
Mal just like looks up at the sky.
Guy seems actually make your perception check. Look it. All right. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? You gotta keep him on your toes. Ha-ta-ta-ta. Ow.
That is a natural 20.
Woo!
Natural 20. Okay.
Ooh.
The
And my
sky.
perception is +7, so that's a 27.
Jeez,
Wow.
you see everything.
Yeah,
I
congratulations.
see the stars through the sky.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello. So you with a 20, which I guess deserves some. I gotta respect a crit. At first you don't notice anything weird about the sky. But then you notice that the crack in reality that Vernon went through that seems to have sort of sealed itself, there's still a thin sliver running up straight into the air as far as you can see. Like a
Can
crack
I-
in the face of reality itself.
Can I walk towards it?
If you want to.
Can I, like, if I reach out and touch it, does it do anything?
Jinx, be careful.
Who's Jinx?
Or shit. Now be careful.
Does it look like I could touch it? If I
might.
don't,
Yeah.
Can I investigate it?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm also going to be like, hey guys, look at this, and I'm going to point it out to the people who didn't see it. Where is my investigation? Oh my god.
What'd you do?
You guys aren't gonna believe this, but that's another natural 20 with the same dice.
Damn.
All right. This is going to be difficult because you don't have the sort of training you would need to really understand this. However, with a 20, I have to give you enough information that you could inspire one of your other team members here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you get close to the crack, and you put your hand up to it, and it begins to seal a little faster the closer you are to it, as though something that is real being near it is helping with the process of making it repair the fabric of reality. But you get a quick blast of heat and the smell of brimstone as you do so. And if you want to relay this, Tim will get a...
Yeah, I do.
Actually, I think, Emery might be able to as well. You would both get... Emery, you would be getting a religion check with advantage, and Tim, you would be getting a arcana check with advantage.
Religion, okay.
I think Tim definitely is very interested in checking it out.
21 religion check, DM.
Oh, bullshit!
I rolled it on D&D Beyond. You can see it.
I rolled a 1 and a 4, which gives me a total of 12.
Oh.
How the cookie crumbles.
I'm sorry,
Cookies
I
have
took all your
crumbled
luck.
and it's
Wild that you have
heartbreaking.
a +8 to your arcana, and you have never rolled a good arcana check.
Trust me,
Okay.
I know. I'm aware.
Mm-hmm. All right. How about we say that Tim is eager, so she runs up quickly first. You take some measurements. You try and see at what distance it takes before the crack begins to heal itself faster. This reminds you of something important. You know it. It's sort of escaping you. Obviously, this is something planar. It just, obviously, a lot of planar travel does not manifest like this. And so at first you think this is unprecedented, and then you go, no, it's actually not. There's something in your brain that you're itching and you can't get it. Emery, this is when you butt in with your 21. That blast of heat, the smell of brimstone, you think it's one of two places. It is the abyss, which is where devils and demons sort of roughly coexist. They're technically two different planes as well. They're the hells and then there's the abyss, but they kind of co-mingle at some points, hence the blood war. So you think it's one of those two, or it could be the plane of fire. Somewhere in this cosmology, the crabman really did go through most places in reality. And if you relay this, I'm going to give Tim a second shot.
Yeah, I'll relay that.
Because you're relaying that multiple planes may have been crossed here.
Interesting. Let me do some more calculations. I rolled a 3 for a total of 11.
Can we still be giving her advantage?
Damn.
Yeah, you're still advantage, yeah.
Oh. Jesus Christ. 4 rolls, one of them above a 5, please. 16.
Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
Not great, but
With a 16. Okay, a 16 is very close. With a 16, again, you're not going to know the nature of what is going on. But you know that your parents were working on something similar.
they were trying to
There was
do
something you remember your parents having a conversation late at night.
Mhm.
And they were talking about their new patron who had paid them to build the clock.
Mhm.
And they were talking about their dimensional anchors. And they were talking about the idea that these cracks kept forming.
But it was like the cracks were a bad thing, not their intended goal. Like they weren't trying to crack stuff. The
Your
cracks were a side effect.
Your parents didn't know exactly where they were coming from, but it was apparent that they had noticed it. The patron had noticed it. The patron had paid them to do something about it.
Mhm.
And they, as usual, your parents never really considered anything bad or good. They just considered it
Yeah.
more data.
Mhm.
And so they were like, they were like, I mean, and they were throwing theories around, but they never really came to a solid idea. So you never really internalized what they said. So you would need your parents' notes.
Yeah. Shit. I think that I relay some of that information. I think definitely so I think you're right, Emery. I think that it was either the hells or the plane of fire, but something about the crack is, I don't know, it feels like stuff that my parents, like they were aware of it. Like I think they saw cracks like this before.
I look at Vernon. Is this the first time you've done this, or?
I've never been to wherever I was.
Okay, a fountain of knowledge as always.
Vernon, you did see a lot on your trip, though. And like it's gonna be a little hard. So what we're gonna do is, whenever you're asked to remember something, if you want, I'm gonna just give you something completely random that may or may not be useful. Because while you were in the deep void, like there were things that you could see better.
Yeah, I'd love to remember some stuff.
Sure.
Please help me with my ADD.
Yeah. So whenever you give me a history check now, there's not going to be a failure and a pass. There is going to be a range of things you could say.
All right, I got a 16 on my first history check here then.
A 16?
Mm-hmm.
When Emery asks him, Vernon, what he knows, or what if he knows about this, or if he's done this before, Vernon, you do say what you said. Obviously, you go, I don't know. I was never really there. I was. And then he gets a weird look on his face. He puts a hand on Emery's shoulder and he says, someone you love is hurting you. And then he turns back to normal.
Wait. What?
Does the rest of the party hear this?
Probably.
Or just Emery?
He wasn't trying to hide it.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck, Vernon?
Vernon, you have no memory of saying this. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put my hand on your shoulder. That's weird.
Yeah, what the fuck would rewind? What was that about someone hurting me? What are you talking about? Did you see something?
I mean, I saw many things. I don't know what you're talking about, though. I don't.
You just said, what the did your brain cells get mashed up against the walls of the planes too, along with
That
freaking
can
Algai,
happen.
or what?
Yeah, people who
It's possible.
clean hop too much, it can happen.
How hard do I have to shake him to get all his memories back? And I just
Emery hasn't shaken someone in a while. Let
I'm
Emery shake
itching
people.
for it. I gotta use him as a maraca. Maybe his little brain cells will start bumping up against each other and we'll get some more info out of him.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it'll be fine. It's fine.
This is very frustrating.
I'm sorry. I wish I had more to give you. I simply don't.
I'm gonna let go of the collar of his shirt, but kind of in an aggressive way, and just kind of like shove him as I'm doing it, and just like kind of go pace around a few feet away.
Oh, that feels familiar.
Oh, you want me to do it again? And I gotta just like.
Yes, this is bringing me something back. I remember being in a swamp, and you were very mad at me for something.
Oh,
And then I
good.
think I followed you into a open area, and Maldris was there. And then
Dude, that was days ago.
it was
Yeah, that was when we fought Ulhaven, right?
That's
yeah,
when
I
you
guess
disappeared.
it was. Yeah.
Is he alive? Is he still chasing me?
I'm gonna roll a history for that if that's all right.
Yup.
Okay. That is a 3.
Oh,
A
Man,
3?
that's some me rolls.
That's a 3. Hey, usually those are me rolls, though.
Let's see. You to no one in particular, you go kind of wall-eyed for a second and go, fish are not an actual phylum of creature. And then you completely forget everything you just said.
what?
Does that make
Nope,
sense
sorry,
to
got
anybody?
nothing.
I mean, it makes a little bit of sense to Tim.
Yeah, but like I mean, you're right. I didn't know that you were so interested in zoology.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so he definitely hit his head real hard on something,
Yeah.
right?
What is happening?
I think that we should. I think we should get him checked out by like a healer of some kind, because this is bad.
What about the lady who scribed for you? Would she know anything?
Maybe.
I mean, if anyone knows anything about his whole shit, it might be her, but I'm not exactly itching to go back there and talk to her again. She's involved in the same cult he is.
Right, that was in another town.
Well, actually, tomorrow I can. I have a special concoction that I can make that helps to make people better when they're sick. It can help with like diseases and other conditions affecting them. But I need some time to prepare it. But like tomorrow morning, I can do it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got all the time in the world. Yeah.
We don't.
I need a long rest.
Yeah. So how about we like go back? I mean, we have our like armor and stuff now, so we can go talk to the dragon or.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
we were
let's
doing.
not do that immediately.
What are you talking about? I'm ready to go. Let's go meet this dragon.
You I think need like you're concussed or something.
Yeah, we
He
need
He
to get
seems
this checked.
he seems a little airy, but your faculties are intact. Roughly, can you cast a spell?
Cast a spell
I'm
for
going
us, Crabman.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand. I'm just going to be like
Yeah, big
flippity
old-
bibbity and then
Big old crab claw just appears floating in front of you. Yeah. See,
That's good. Yeah.
he had a hard
Well,
time casting that before. If anything, he's more effective now.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to pick up a piece of dirt and I'm going to cast Distort Value on it as well.
it turns into like a gold nugget, essentially.
Ooh.
Can we
Okay, well,
use
don't let the-
them?
Town guard see you doing that. It's probably illegal. I don't know why you would care.
Illegal.
We trade it for supplies.
I don't
Oh,
see any problem
good
with that.
point.
Okay, well, I mean,
Something's coming to mind. Something about
So-
taxes?
Are we staying here or are we heading back to the swamp? Because I mean, I know we promised them about the dragon, but I also don't like the bugs.
yeah. Okay, so DM, I did just rewatch the last episode
Yeah.
this morning, actually, and
Yeah.
you said it would take like a little bit longer than half a day to get to this town. So it's
Correct.
like, what time is it? Do we have time to get back before sundown?
Technically, you'd be traveling into darkness for a little bit, but the roadway is relatively safe between Leyland and the swamp town. So it's up to you folks.
Maybe
I had
we
some
bed
things I
down
wanted
here
to
for
do
the night.
first. Yeah.
Because, I'm also not into the mosquitoes. I'm with Wrath on this one.
The sky is falling.
What? I look up.
No,
Mal
I
looks
don't.
up again.
It was a artful euphemism.
Are you
Oh, I thought that
concussed
you
too?
had a concussion as well. Yeah.
I have never felt better.
Uh-huh. Right. Well,
Behold, I have bested one of my greatest foes.
Can I use an insight check just because that seems like a thing to do?
Sure.
I also want to loot the corpse.
You can absolutely loot the corpse.
13.
13?
I want that Star wants
13.
that tiny crown, but I don't think Emery would give a shit about it.
13, yeah. Rathgarther seems way more confident after that fight. That's just oozing off of her.
It's true, Rathgarther is way
Mm-hmm.
more confident. It's just oozing off of her.
I think that's the leftovers from the slug guy that we just fought. Like the
And then
viscera.
Vernon's going to look at his feet and he's standing it and he's like, oh, ooh. That's what that was.
I want to try and find the tiny crown.
Maldris wants that crown. Okay, well, give yourself.
Just want the crown.
Go ahead and give an investigation check. Anyone else who wants to loot as
Somebody-
well?
Yeah, can somebody help me look for maybe advantage?
Can
I'll
I try
help.
and run after Tammy?
You can absolutely try to run after Tammy. So yes, if Emery helps, then you get advantage on your investigation check. But Emery counts as having searched the loot as well. As it were.
Oh, do you wanna roll instead, Emery?
What's your investigation? Mine's +2.
Mine's +4.
Okay. Then why don't you do it?
Okay, so I roll twice for us.
Yeah. And
Can I-
I
Tammy,
think
you
she's
can roll
probably
a
like
perception
kind of
check.
non-committally just like looking at the ooze.
Sure.
What are the chances I get another?
Pretty low,
Doesn't
but we'll
matter, it's
see.
funny. Well, it rolled me a 19, so it's
Ooh.
close. It's the
Nice.
same die. The other one was a 12, so it is a 23.
Bravo. Yes, you do indeed
enough.
find a tiny crown. And you also find two of the scimitars that it was wielding.
I'm going to take the tiny crown. and put it on my head.
Why
Wow.
did you have that?
That's
Reach through
incredible.
the planes into the world of fantasy.
So yes,
DM, are the scimitars cooler than mine?
they look weirder than yours. When you pick them up, you realize that they're lighter than they should be. They certainly feel that way anyway. And you notice that their edge is... There's something up about these swords. They're strange.
They're sus.
Your current swords are made out of regular steel. They are, they're a pair of, pardon me. Yes, they are made of steel. Jesus, my words are completely failing me at the moment. But it's fine.
But the new swords are weird.
They are strange looking. Yes.
I'm gonna hold on to those. I'm not gonna equip them, but I'm gonna hold on to them.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
if
rolled,
Emery wants
sorry.
them, I'll just give it to her. Sorry, go
Yeah,
go ahead, Zoe.
sure.
I rolled a 17 for finding Tammy.
Tammy, you find a Tammy-shaped hole in the hedges, and it just like as if she just ran boop, 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 straight through, and she is gone. You have no idea where she is. She could have at any point turned into anything else. You know that mimics can with enough time change themselves into whatever they want.
Yep.
You do hear a shrill scream from somewhere near town, and then that's it. You don't. That's the legacy of Tammy. She is gone for the time being.
Mm-mm. She'll live
Good
on in
luck.
our hearts forever.
Good luck. I love you. Be safe.
You are cool too.
No.
Can I see if there's like a trail to follow?
Give me a perception check.
Looking?
Sure, give me a perception check.
Perception. That's another 19.
Bravo. You
It's
can't.
the same die. Is
Yeah.
this? I'm gonna use a different one because this is ridiculous.
No, it's fine. Listen, you can keep it. Listen, rogues are good at skills for a reason. They're very good at them, and you should be good at them.
Well, I rolled a 19, so it's 19 plus. Wait, perception?
Mm-hmm.
Perception is plus 7. So.
Yeah, you're very good. Yes, you do recognize that Tammy probably ran towards town, but she could literally be anything or anywhere at the moment.
Okay.
More importantly, though, as you gaze around, you notice that Rathgurther has like a weird aura around her right now that you didn't notice before putting on the crown.
Is my crown magical?
It might be.
I can look at it if you want me to.
Oh yeah, I'll take it off and hand it
You
over.
cannot remove
to
the
Zoe.
crown.
What?
You cannot remove the crown.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'm gonna like. I can't. But what? Okay.
Okay, so you.
It's stuck.
Well, I can't do it right now, but tomorrow, again, I think we should maybe go to sleep because there's a lot of stuff that I need to prepare for some spells that I can do. I can prepare some stuff to get Vernon checked out. I can also identify what is going on with this crown to see if it's what's happening, but I need to prepare a lot of stuff for that for tomorrow.
Do we have any idea what that thing is gonna do to them?
No.
Shit.
Well,
I
it
am
doesn't
slightly
appear to be-
concerned about taking a nap if I have a concussion too.
It's not hurting me, is it? I don't like.
No, not at the moment.
At the
I just
moment.
see things with it on. Well,
Right now, when you take a really hard look at Rathgurther, she's got like an aura around her, and you can kind of see like where she has been recently. You can see it in the air wafting like a little scent trail.
Oh, does anybody else have that?
No, just Rathgurther.
I'm gonna ask. I wanna. Is Randy around? Can I ask him if he can see that? Yeah.
There's
my
like,
ghost.
well,
Randy
I don't.
and Tyrell.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. I mean, I see everyone. The only one I'm watching real close is that tiefling. That's
Well, yeah, I know that. You're a wuss. What about Tyrell?
there. I was like, no, I don't see anything else. Maybe the goo on the ground you got it from.
Oh, I look at that.
It does indeed have an aura as well.
Oh, the same aura?
Yep.
I relay what I'm seeing to the rest of the group. Especially to Tim Tam, to let her know, because she probably knows about these things more than I do.
Does that ring any bells for me for like what type of thing it could be?
Make me just a general intelligence check, I suppose.
I thought you went into the Kermit voice.
Yeah, I was about to say he's being consumed by the
Well,
spirit of Kermit.
Listen, I was also cursed. I was also cursed. It's important. Sorry, you got a 12?
Yeah.
The only thing that's jumping at your mind real quick is that maybe it's sensing the mushroom spores?
Yeah.
Maybe? But it wouldn't make sense that this slime guy would be.
Yeah.
Maybe. You could take a sample of the slime guy.
I will. You know, I will definitely take a slample of the slime guy.
A slimple, if you will.
No.
Just for
Okay.
kicks and giggles, can I also try and roll an intelligence for that?
Sure.
Just for funsies. No, that is a 6.
No.
Would
Can
I
I
have
try an
encountered
Arcana
anything
check?
like that
Like what you're seeing right here?
in like the Feywild? Would I have heard of anything that's happened?
You
like,
will
that
be
I've
able to
seen?
give me a history check if you want.
Okay. It's a natural 20. I'm not using this dice anymore.
Too strong.
I think I gave the charlatan dice to Jinx.
So I don't know if this really helps necessarily, but because your experience isn't like about this stuff essentially, so even with a 20, what you do is you get very good recollection, like almost perfect recollection of the idea that sometimes in the Fey realm, when someone is given the task of hunting for another person, they're given an item that allows them to do so, that like tracks them across planes and stuff like that. So it enacts a lot like this, where they're seeing like the person's scent, the person's aura, the person's trail in general. They use it in the Feywild quite a bit,
Wait.
actually.
Is that how what's his face was tracking me?
You do remember you have a brand.
So this is basically the item that was tracking Rathgurther.
The one you're wearing right now? Yeah, probably.
Okay. How would one break a connection between the brand and the item that's tracking you?
If you're thinking
That'd
about
be
your
like-
own brand
Yes,
at the moment, if you're
specifically.
thinking of your own brand, you'd have to break. It's like a magical tattoo you have right now. You'd have to actually physically go and find somebody who's good at breaking that sort of thing.
Okay. That is good information to know.
Mhm.
But I don't know off the top of my head who would be able to do that for me. I would have to like
Well,
look at my connections.
you know that because this is Fey specifically, if you satisfied the contract, it would break automatically.
we know
What do you
the
mean if
contract
he
is?
found me?
Either if his hunt has come to completion, or if you're able to challenge him successfully and win.
Oh.
This is a Lord's contest. Right now, you're prey, but if you prove you're not prey, then he can't hunt you.
Okay.
To be fair, you didn't have time to really think about this before, but with that 20, you
No, I
absolutely
didn't.
think about this. Yeah.
Okay. And I think Vernon had something that he wanted to.
I just asked if I could do like an Arcana check. I don't know that I need to, but
Yeah, if you want to. There's no reason not to.
hell yeah, I love doing Arcana checks.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
That's an 18? Yeah.
18.
Wild. You're so good at Arcana, Vernon. It's
I know. I'm so smart about magic.
Oh no, Tiny Zoe has appeared.
No, she's just getting into character for Tim. Come on.
How did
That's
you
it,
get
yeah.
such arcane knowledge? You're
So
so
wild.
I don't
good
know.
at this.
Dude,
I don't know
amazing at it.
anything.
I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate this so much.
Tim's just having
Zoe,
a
I'll
bad
give you
day.
my d20 that keeps rolling the 20s.
Right. Yeah, you think that the crown must be attuned to something specific to Rathgurtha that she probably can't change, and that's how it's tracking her.
I'm going to relay this to the group.
Yeah, I mean, I can use magic to check it out, though I guess, I mean, everybody else seems to know a lot more about this than I do, so, I mean, I don't have to prepare my stuff to investigate it tomorrow, but I
I
can.
mean, it's probably still a good idea to see if we can get it off of them.
Oh, right, the, like, curse thing, yeah.
Have it, maybe have it removable.
I mean, it looks good, for what that's worth.
I'm very.
I mean, we are the
can't take it
victors of
off.
the maze. Maybe you could just tell people that if they ask.
I'm gonna put my hood up to like
Oh.
hide.
There's like
And
little points
There's
from
like
where
a
the
little,
crown
there's
is.
like a little bump, yeah.
Right. Well, we should probably head back into town. There are a few things I want to do before we bed down, but you all don't have to come
Sure.
with me for that. It's just some. I want to do a little investigating in a bigger city.
It's not really a big city, but yeah, I
Well,
get
it's
it.
bigger than the swamp town we were in.
That's
I have
true.
an idea for something I want to do. Oh, quick question. Do we still have like those nails and horseshoes and things
Why not?
that were inside of like Tammy?
Oh, yes.
I'm taking those
Okay.
temporarily. I'm just taking them with me. If people want to have them, then they can have them. But I
I
wanna
would
use
like
real quick.
them. I think
I-
they're used. I can melt them down and turn them into stuff.
Okay, well, before you do that, can I just borrow them for the evening? Yeah. Okay, cool.
I mean, you
I'll-
can also have them if you want. It's just I can like do stuff with them. But if you need them, that's
I want to
fine.
go ask around about something. I might give them back to you if it turns out we can't use them. So.
Okay. Do you want to talk about what you're doing, or just leave it like super cryptic?
I mean, it's not a secret. I don't know if anything's gonna come of it.
Do you want help?
If you want to come, sure.
Well, I want to know what I'm getting into first.
Well, I'm just okay. So you know how back at that back in the swamp town, they had all the things that were like with the iron, and they said that was good for like protecting against Fey stuff. They had like the nails and the thing around town. I want to see if these are iron, maybe we can make us some sort of like warding thing that would help keep Fey fucker away. And then we could take it with us and we wouldn't be bound to whatever town has Fey protections. But I don't know if anything's going to come from that.
That's a really smart idea.
I figure it's worth asking. If we
Yeah,
have
what-
these and if they're made of iron, then maybe that could do something.
Yeah, and I can. Yeah, you look into that, and I'll see if I can come up with any. Because I'm sure that Tim has like she understands some of the like how the warding magic works.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if she could like do some calculations or something to see if that is something that would be viable that she could help to make with those items.
Worth a shot. And I mean, it would behoove us greatly, I think, to not have to be constrained to towns for whenever this Owlman decides to show up again if he didn't disintegrate. And
I mean, and at the very least, we could just make. I almost want to say like a collar or something, not like in like a weird way, but like some sort of like choker type necklace for. I was gonna say for Mal, because isn't the brand on like the back of their neck sort of area?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if we could make some sort of like iron ring
Like a
to go around their
barrier?
neck, to protect.
You could look into that.
I'm gonna be decked out in all the jewels.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah, we
look
just gotta
so
make sure that this
cool.
one's not cursed.
The
Like
flashiest rogue.
a crown and an
Right.
iron collar. Like just
Like,
Just
like
wait until next month.
Oh.
yay. Speaking of, it is just about our time to take a break. Do we want to take a break or do we want to just continue? It's up to everybody here.
I'm good.
I'm cool with continuing. You want to take a break? Okay. Then what we're going to do, folks, is we are going to take a quick break. It is going to be 5-10 minutes, is that? So don't go anywhere. And we're back. We would have been back slightly sooner, but we got on a tangent about Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel! I just
We're
ate
not-
a corn muffin!
We're not sponsored by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel sponsor us.
I would take a Cracker Barrel sponsorship.
I would
Hell
too.
yeah.
That means they would send
You
at
seem
least
like
some
they
of
fail,
us some
right?
food. It'd be pretty good.
Will work for
Okay.
biscuits.
I will.
Or biscuits. Okay. All right. Also, I'm so sorry. This the evil crime goblin made such a good image of.
Yeah, we played
Ron.
President's Mind Palace, and it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's so funny. Oh my god.
Found
Okay.
someone.
Yes, I'm so sorry. If you folks want to see, you'll have to go onto my Discord and go into the art channel because it is amazing. And I will put it in the art reel next month for the end of this next month. Okay, so let's not get any more tangent anymore. Just keep fucking go rob someone. Let's
Eat Amelia Earhart.
eat him.
Hell yeah.
It's so good.
Okay. All right. What were we doing?
We
We're
were
going
finishing
back
up
to
the day.
Town
Yes.
because I wanted
Yeah.
to see if I could find anyone who knows about Feywild protections to possibly make a cool little accessory for Mal that they can carry around.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
You may do so. Go ahead and make me an investigation check in general, just to find somebody in town that you think would actually have that sort of knowledge. Again, this isn't a pass-fail thing. This is
Can
more
I
of
help?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make it with advantage if you would like.
Advantage.
Oh yeah, should I maybe do like bardic inspiration, like maybe patting my drum as we walk?
There
and
it
then,
is.
It was
Okay.
almost a 19, but that's a 5.
Yeah.
It's
Do you want a bardic?
26.
26 for your investigation? Is that the idea?
I haven't got a
Yeah.
26. We could take that.
Okay. And yes, Vernon, anytime you want, you can chime in with some bardic inspiration. Give somebody a D6. I think it's
Yeah,
D6,
so he's just
right?
gonna be absently, just like
I thought it was a
he's just gonna
D8.
be absently walking around and.
Not for him.
Hold on.
He's still Bobby.
Well,
He's still a little
You
Bobby
say
Bard.
But baby bard.
Oh, for Vernon. When did Vernon take a level in Bard? Did I miss something?
I did that. Actually, ironically, it was one time when Mildred was not here, and I was like, I should take a level in Bard. Yeah.
Well, all right.
So yeah, I'm gonna do one bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna give that to Emery. Emery's going to hear the drums, and I don't know, be inspired somehow. He just goes on like.
The drums
I don't
of
know.
war.
He just whips
You
out
don't,
some
you don't like some walking music?
little
You're attracting
drums.
attention.
Phil Collins.
Yeah. Yeah. Every and Tim and Bernard are just walking down Main Street, just slow mo.
But it's a person in a giant crab costume instead of a gorilla costume.
Yes,
Don't
exactly.
forget the scarf. Got a scarf blowing in the wind with
Yes.
crabs on it.
Oh yeah, of
Yes.
course. We have somebody else. Like I've hired a small, like I don't know, a small child to carry a fan next to us.
Okay, so while
This
that's
is
happening
unnecessary.
as well, Maldris, what are you doing? And before I tell them what they've won, as it were.
I wanted to go check out the thief place thingy to see if I can get any information, see if I have any contacts here. But you can do their stuff first.
Let's go. So yeah, you sort of oh, that's the wrong person. Where the hell is Vernon? There's Vernon. I imagine you don't want to take Rathgurther, so Rathgurther's gonna go with them, all glassy eyed. And yeah, so you guys wander into town. You find with that roll, you don't just find some charlatan. Sorry, I almost pulled that out of the socket there. You don't just find some charlatan. You find somebody who seems to know what they're actually talking about. Leyland, being on one of the frontier towns, still has some people in it who do that sort of old style of protection from the Fae. And so yeah, you can you find somebody and they're like, yeah, I mean, yeah, iron will do it for you. You got a bundle of nails is especially not bad. Horseshoes also not bad. You bundle the nails on the horseshoes, right? That's pretty good.
Does it
Had
need
you-
any kind of enchantment or anything, or can you just wear it and that would be
Oh, yeah.
good?
You just kind of use it. Usually we tack it to the threshold of a building, but I suppose you keep a bundle of nails in your pocket, that'll do.
Okay,
Oh, but like, could we turn it into like a piece of jewelry, and that would be?
maybe a little easier to wear.
Yeah, I suppose so. You could. Fae don't like iron; it hurts them. So, it's
So
good.
Just keeping it on you is enough to scare them
Should.
away.
It should. That's what we use. That's what a lot of towns near here use.
Maybe we should all get something.
Maybe we
There's
should.
tons of iron here. Incidentally, there's a nail. Our blacksmith makes nails and horseshoes and stuff like that all over the place. You can use whatever you want.
I think
Yeah,
we
that
give
would be
Mel
great.
most of it, but maybe we each keep a little something for ourselves too.
You know, so I made sparks, so I can like work with metal and stuff. I mean, that's why I have this big hammer, is to
Mhm.
make stuff. What if I could make everybody like matching rings or bracelets or something?
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
Ring
Uh-huh.
with like a spike on it, so it's like a brass knuckle, but it's just the one.
Ooh,
And then
I
if that
love
alpha
brass
comes
knuckles.
back, we just punch him in the eye with it.
Oh, you're so smart. Okay.
You can definitely turn a nail very easily into a ring. Yeah.
Yeah, I
In fact, it
want
would
to
look cool if
spend-
it still looks like a nail a little bit, which is fun.
Yes, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith and I think ask, like, hey, can I use your forge real quick so that I can make some stuff with these nails? If that's okay.
Yeah, sweetheart. You know how to use a forge? This is
She
the
knows what
blacksmith's
she's
wife.
doing. She
I
made the
point to
dog.
Sparks. I made him.
You made that dog?
I did.
Dog, spelled backwards, is God. Holy
good. She knows
shit!
how to spell
Did
now.
that dog just talk?
I didn't teach him how to do that. I'm still. I just don't think about it because if I did, it would.
Yeah.
So I can use your forge. That's
yes,
okay?
you can use my forge.
Okay, thank you. Do
I
you
always
want
thought you programmed the dog.
If you wanna, is the ring gonna talk and claim to be God? Because I don't want to have a ring like that.
Tim,
I
is the
think
ring going
dog
to talk
is
and say that it's
special.
God?
I can.
I would love something like that.
No,
They're just
no.
gonna use it to fucking scam people.
I need it
I
to be
mean-
removable.
What I would like to do with my
Mhm.
evening, this can be my evening thing. I want to make everybody rings. Mal, do you want a ring or do you want a necklace?
I
A
think
ring is
Mal should have
fine.
something a little
Okay,
beefier
yeah.
though.
I will
Or-
make
oh,
everybody.
okay.
I'll make everybody rings. I will make sure that Emery's has a spike on it so she can punch. I will make Mal's a little bit thicker, a little bit beefier. I will make sure that Rethgirther's is fitting of, it fits with the outfit. And for Vernon's, I want to do one of my magic rock tricks and have the rock be programmed to say, "Yes, I am God."
Perfect.
But instead, you've gotta. You're gonna. It's gonna say it from not a rock, but from the ring.
Yes.
Wow.
So that is what I will do there. I'm going to make a ring to set on to Sparks's horn, and I'll just make myself a little simple ring. Everybody gets rings, and they're all super cute.
Yeah.
I think maybe we also keep how many of the horseshoes do we have? Just like a couple?
Yeah, you've got probably a full set, so 4.
Yeah, I would say maybe we just kind of, while Tim is working on that, I'm just gonna find some scrap cloth or something and just kind of get the bundle of horseshoes, wrap them up real tight so that they don't clink and clank up next to each other. So now it's a little bit like a mace, but next time I see Mal, I'm just gonna give him that. I was you can just keep that in your bag, maybe.
I mean,
don't know if
I
you
could,
should.
if I could attach the horseshoes to a weapon or something.
I mean, that wasn't really the goal. You can if you want. I was just thinking Mal's the one that this thing is actually after. They should probably have something a little bit heftier.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could put it on, make it like a morning star or something if you wanted, horseshoe
Like
morning
a-
star, but...
Oh, could I wield
or
those?
a fey flail, a fail, if you will.
A fail!
A fail? You want to give me a fail?
A fey flail!
Now, what would you like if you could have any sort of weapon made out of horseshoes? What would it be? Horseshoe throwing stars.
Ah,
A horseshoe
Yeah, but then we
boomerang.
okay, but
You-
boomerang makes more sense, but...
You could
that could
make
go wide
darts,
in the brain.
darts out of iron, very easily.
Oh.
Iron darts?
Like
Pretty
a blow dart?
No,
thing?
as
Or
in
like
they're like
Like
spikes
a
that you
throwing
throw.
knives.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
they
think
won't be as strong as your dagger. They will do exactly the same damage as your dagger, but if they're made out of iron, they're going to do more damage to Fae. But they're also
Ooh.
they don't weigh as much as daggers either, so they're very. That's the only benefit to a dart over a dagger is that they weigh much less than a dagger does.
Yeah, I can
And I
make
would
you a
have
bunch
to
of those.
collect them afterwards.
You
they
would,
wouldn't
yeah.
automatically come back to me.
Mhm.
Do you
Okay, and
want
I
me
would
to
have to
do
keep track.
some of those?
Yes, please. And
Okay.
and if I can't touch them without hurting, maybe like a little handle that I can.
Or I can like wrap a little bit of leather around them so you can like hold when
Yeah.
you throw. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
if you
That'd
have
be
gloves,
amazing.
that would do.
Oh yeah,
Do
or
I
gloves.
have
Yeah.
gloves?
That's
You're
up to
a
you.
rogue, of course you do. It comes with
Next
this,
time, I'm
with-
gonna have like. I'm just gonna be decking myself out with the stuff that my character has. Apparently, that's the thing now.
So yeah, is it
Decided.
possible for me to make all of that stuff in an evening?
Certainly all of the darts, probably the
Okay.
rings, no problem.
Okay.
I think
So darts and
anything
rings.
else is going to be heavier. What was the other stuff you wanted to make again? Quite the
We
list.
were talking about other weapons, but I think
Right.
just the darts and the rings is fine.
Darts and the rings, sure. Yeah, you can
Right.
probably pump out something like 15 darts, no problem. You can definitely make a ring for everybody, no problem.
All right. I do that.
You do that. That takes your evening. Who else wants to do anything before I move on to Maldris's?
Less directly doing something. I am just like while Tim is working on this, I am just keeping my eyes fucking glued to Vernon. I am suspicious as hell of him right now.
Why don't you make me an insight check, my friend?
Yeah, sure. +0. Love to be insightful. Oh, it's a 17.
17?
Ooh.
Perfect. Just a second. Vernon,
Mhm, that's me.
yeah, while you're standing there around there looking like that, you get this sort of tingle on the back of your neck. You know, that's that sort of feeling when your patron just kind of wants to get your attention real quick.
Oh yeah, I know all about that.
Listen, there's a bunch of valuable things nearby. You should maybe lift one of them.
That's an interesting idea. Maybe what first hold on a second. Why actually, but also what would I start with?
What do you mean why? Everything here is useful. You could sell anything.
Why would I need to sell anything? I have plenty of money.
No, you don't. You never have enough money.
What? Sure you
Yeah.
can. There's a very obvious like delineation between like when you have like too much money and when you have enough money. And currently, given that I'm walking around the Faerun just farting around, with my pals here, I think I've got plenty of cash.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. You need to be prepared. You should grab something. Let's see that.
Okay,
See that over in the corner right there. See that small pile of iron nails. That could be useful.
Iron nails.
Tim has been making stuff out of that. You should just pocket that. You should do that.
These ones?
Yes.
And he stuffs them in his pocket.
No, go quietly. You just watch as Vernon just walks over to the table, picks up a handful of nails, and just shoves it in his pocket without any sort of subterfuge. Luckily, the blacksmith didn't seem to notice. She was on the other side of the area, like looking at customers and looking at what Tim was doing. But yeah, because you're specifically watching Vernon, you just see this weird interaction.
Yeah, I just raise if I make eye contact with him, I'm just gonna shrug like wordlessly and just mouth, "The fuck, dude."
Vernon's going to turn around and look at you and wave enthusiastically.
No, no. You know what?
Emery, over here.
I will teach you more later. I will teach you more later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over there real just kind of just get up real casually, just kind of stroll over to him and just be like, "Get over here, idiot," and just kind of lead him around to the other side of the building where they can't see us. I'm just gonna look at Tim. Rathgarther's with Tim. Tim is fine.
Yes.
Just take him around to the side of the building. Be like, "The fuck are you doing?
I'm taking things?
Why?
I mean,
We already
it's
have
iron. It
plenty
seemed
of
like
iron shit. Tim's working on it right now. We don't need any more. You trying to get us kicked out of town? You want to get yourself arrested? I'll just
I don't
fucking
think
leave your
anybody
ass
would
here
kick
in
me out.
jail cell if that's what you want."
Tell her
I mean,
tell her you're
no,
too
it's-
dumb to cause problems. That worked last time.
I'm too dumb to cause problems.
Clearly, I don't think causing problems, I don't think has an upper echelon like cutoff point. I think if you're too dumb, you're going to cause us more problems. Like, you're lucky you didn't get caught just there.
Well, see, I mean, I was trying to say that, but like, also, like, I don't know, something just urged me on to like, you ever hear a voice in your head that just tells you, hey, you should steal that? You ever have those kind of thoughts?
Like a conscience, but evil?
Bad Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you probably shouldn't listen to it if it's telling you to pocket shit you don't need. And she holds out a hand like, give me those.
Okay, here you go.
No. Oh.
Now, don't do that shit again. Or at the very least, let Mal give you some lessons on how to do it quietly.
Sure. Mal seems cool. I'd like to hang out with them more.
Sure. Yeah, just don't fucking get us in trouble. I get you've got, like, your whatever 2 brain cells are knocking around in there excessively today because of some interplanar hockey game that you've been doing.
What's hockey?
Good question.
Fantasy hockey.
Sounds like fun.
Fantasy hockey,
Oh.
yes.
That sounds like something nerdy.
Yeah, it's a nobles do it in the wintertime sometimes.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
just I'm not gonna tell you not to steal shit. Just be. As I finish that sentence in my brain, I realize how stupid it sounds, but be smart about it. And I know that's
Got
hard
it.
for
Be
you.
smart.
Okay, look, here's what we can do, okay? If you hear that little voice in your head? And if the little voice in your head, your evil conscience or whatever, says, "Oh, I should steal that," maybe don't do it.
You should absolutely never listen to anything she says.
But she's right.
What?
No, absolutely not.
No,
What do you-
she's totally right.
Hello?
She's wrong.
Who are you talking to?
The voice in my head, it's back.
Like,
Do we
Are
still
you
have those
possessed?
coupons? You can
are
give
you
her a coupon.
actively
She might go away.
possessed right now?
I've been told to give you the flyer for the necromancer. Apparently there's a loyalty program.
Can I insight check Vernon to see if he is possessed?
Sure.
Because this seemed 12.
Well, I mean, aside from him acting, he's acting very spacey.
Okay, I just like hold up my hands in mock and it's like, I don't know what the fuck to do with you, dude. And I'm just gonna walk back to the forge. And I'm gonna wait until the blacksmith isn't looking, and then I'll just like put those nails back on the table where they were.
It's fairly easy to do. It's almost as easy as it was to take them without her noticing. I should have made you roll. That would be very funny if she caught you and then yelled at you.
I was gonna say.
However, we do have to move on to Meldris. Meldris, you are following the. Let me get your character actually.
You didn't bring me over.
I didn't because I didn't know where I was going to put you at first, but now I do.
Okay.
You're over here.
Yeah, because last time I found that there was some thieves stuff around, like symbols and stuff, and I want to follow them.
Sure.
Wherever
Sure.
they lead me.
You expected to have a dead drop, which is it's what the Thieves Guild uses. It's literally like they hide like a parcel, and then that parcel is refilled by thieves as they pass to and from. They're usually filled with useful information or items or something like that. Instead, you find a whole house marked as an informant's house. So this is a point of contact with the Thieves Guild.
Oh, okay. Is it like it's a house? It's not like a shop or anything?
No, it's just a house.
Okay, can I
It is right
knock on
here.
the door?
Do you just knock regularly, or do you?
Do I have a secret knock?
You know,
That I
Thieves' Cant is filled with a bunch of like hand signals and weird noises that you make, and one of the Thieves'
Okay.
Cant things is a knock that identifies you as part of the Thieves Guild.
Okay, I will do that knock then.
It takes a half a second, but the door opens and you see a scraggly young woman on the inside of this house that has seen better days.
Okay.
As I said, much of Leyland is more or less constantly under construction.
Is
Let me
there...
get a character out for that. I don't know what I use. Let's see what I can use. There we go. Perfect. Little halfling lady.
Okay. So is Thieves' Cant is just like a form of communication? It's not like an actual language, or is it a language?
It is a whole language on its own. Basically, it's a series of like, it's like a bunch of metaphors, and like you say this, but it means this, and then there are also
Okay.
like hand gestures involved as well.
Okay, so
and,
I would
yeah.
like to do whatever to like greet her
Sure.
and ask if I can come in and see what information she has and maybe give her information that maybe I have that she needs.
Yes, come on in. And then she closes. We are safe in here. So what are you looking for exactly?
Do I recognize her? Would I have seen
You
her
don't.
before?
No,
Okay.
you don't recognize her.
Then I guess I'm going to introduce myself and ask her if she knows anything about me.
But you specifically?
Yes.
Why? Is there something we should know?
About my enemies. Like specifically about people who are chasing me. And yeah, I'm gonna ask if she knows anything about the Fey Lord, and then I also want to inquire if she knows about the person that I am hunting.
Right. No, we don't know anything about a Fey Lord. We try to stay away from Fey contracts as much as possible. They're very hard to wiggle out of. Almost as hard as Devil contracts, of course.
And my hood is still up as well.
Yeah.
I'm hiding the tiny crown for the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about it at the moment.
Right. So yeah, as for we have his name. Hold on. We made his name. He's not just Prince Doofus. Wait a minute.
No, Prince Doofus was in the other campaign.
That's right. He's a different person. That's right.
This is not Prince Doofus.
Alfair. Yeah. He has been off. He's sort of on the shit list right now. He's doing a couple of missions for us to win back favor.
Do we know where he is right now?
We do. Or we know where he should be.
Where is he? Near us? Like where
No,
where
he's
is
he's south down the coast. He's operating in Waterdeep right now.
he? He's in Waterdeep now?
There's a contract we got through a couple of different handlers that we don't know exactly who the main contractee is, but we're doing something about watching a nobleman.
What nobleman?
She shuffles some paperwork here. Looks like the Arceline family.
That's Star's family, or not Star's, Emery's family.
Yeah, well, we got him because he worked on a similar request for a member of the Arceline family about a year ago.
Wait, what?
He worked on a similar request involving the Arceline family about a year ago.
Is that when the stuff happened to Emery?
Around that.
The timeline fits? Shit. Can you tell me more about that?
I don't have a lot of the information here. You might have to find the Thieves Guild archivist. I don't know if you know. There's a man in Waterdeep operates man.
Kenny.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, I don't speak to him very often, but yeah, he might have the information lying somewhere around there.
He has more information and he didn't tell me?
I mean, you didn't exactly say the name. I know he probably knows the guy, but why would he know anything about the Arcelines necessarily? Plus, archivists don't give up their intelligence lightly.
Fair enough. Fuck. What else do I ask? Shit. Okay. I don't know what else to ask specifically about that, but there was one more question that I had. Did you happen to see a gnome couple come around these parts?
I mean, I see lots of gnome couples. You don't have to be specific.
Can I describe the Tim Tam's parents as I know them?
Yeah, you can if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
I
don't remember what Mal knows. I know what I know.
Yeah. You don't know them very much. You weren't part of any of the dreamscapes or anything like that, but you know enough from her descriptions to say it was probably an older gnome couple. They looked like they were inventors, probably. They were probably very bad at hiding it as they were traveling around.
Well, they wouldn't think to hide it, would they?
No, I don't think so.
They probably wouldn't care if people knew what they were.
Well, you never know. She shuffles some notes and she goes, yeah, gnome couple came into town about maybe about 4 months ago. They had a couple of automata with them. Actually, it's funny, they tried to petition us for something. Let's see here. The note says, a protection detail.
Protection? Were they in trouble?
I mean, they wouldn't stop talking about what... Honestly, these people didn't know how to keep a goddamn secret to save their lives. They were talking about someone following them, some sort of danger that they didn't think they could handle on their own. And then they kept talking about their devices, and honestly, I just glazed over at that point. I tried to write it down, I did, but I couldn't, no.
Okay.
Actually, it's funny, now that you mention it, Alfira was almost given their detail as a penance run.
My guy?
Yes.
Was almost
we were looking for
protecting?
ways to we were looking for ways to appropriately punish him for his transgressions, but by the time we thought to bring him in, they had decided to move on. They were in a hurry.
What are his transgressions against you guys?
Well, he ditched part of his crew a while back.
I'm aware.
Oh, yeah?
How many?
2 ended up on the execution block. One of them is unaccounted for.
Okay. Do I owe this person anything for the information? Like, do I tip them? How does this work?
Yeah, you could tip them if you wanted to. It's sort of their job to give information freely to a member of the Black Network. So it's a matter of... you could also tip them with more information.
Oh, yes. What information that I have. Well, okay, I want to hand them some gold.
Okay.
To say that I was never here.
Ah.
You don't know me. You never saw me. I was never here. My party was never here. So how much gold would be, like 5 gold? I don't know what.
To do a wipe job, it's 10.
Okay, done. I will hand over 10 gold. I don't even care about haggling. I'm just gonna
All right, very well.
say, I'm just gonna hand it over. And then offer any information if they need anything from me.
Sure, just anything useful at all. You've learned a couple of recent things. Fish are not a phylum recognized in science is a good one.
Would they care? Would I have even remembered that?
I don't know.
Does Maldris know what a phylum is?
No, probably not. I don't know.
Probably not. No.
I don't think. Yeah, that information probably just went right over their head.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, it's them talking science and smart people things.
That's right.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, I guess I'm done here. I'll go back to where the party is. Where I left them, or where we said we were gonna meet up.
All right. And indeed, you meet up. Basically, it's getting on to nighttime now. Things are getting darker. You're hearing the clang, clang, clang. You get there, and Emery or Tim has mostly finished off the stuff. You get 15 iron darts. So you can. I don't know if you can put that in your own sheet, but if you can't, no big deal. You'll just put in darts, and I'll have to make a note that they are iron darts. Okay. That's. And when you first grab that iron, you're Fey. You can tell that it burns, not unmanageably so. It just hurts.
If I touch it with my skin, like
if you touch it with
even
your skin.
the leather.
If you touch it with your skin, but you have to touch the raw iron specifically.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not fun to have even in like a bag or something like that near you. You can feel its presence there. But if you ever, if you ever touch it with your bare hands, you're going to take disadvantage on every roll.
Okay.
Is it going to be okay for you to wear the ring?
Oh.
Maybe make it a little bigger and they can wear it over their gloves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I have gloves in my inventory, but we can always go and buy some.
Well, I have some strips of like leather and stuff. I can like line the inside with leather if that
would help. It's still, again, not great. It's kind of like having a low-key headache the entire time, but it won't give you a disadvantage.
Tim, if you don't want to, craft, just, grab some gloves off of.
Perfect. Yes. Pick those up. That's a perfect sensibility. Yes.
Why
Excellent.
do you think there's going to be random corpses around this random small town?
outside of graves?
What? Just everywhere. There's lots of death here, right? Like, you don't think we're going to happen on a corpse? Like,
Is
as
there
we're walking
lots of
around?
death
Vernon, I think
Relatively.
you should go to sleep.
Well,
Are you
if he
sure?
has
I have a concussion.
That's
Yeah,
probably not a
Yeah, you're about to get another one if you don't stop talking weird shit.
Real life medical advice: do not sleep if
sleep.
you have a concussion.
No, don't sleep if you have a concussion. It's bad.
That's generally bad. But
Yeah.
Vernon, I think it's probably, I don't know what a concussion is. That sounds like a made up thing. I
thought
you
so
should,
too.
I think you should go to sleep and I will help in the morning.
Yeah, you got the bad spirits in your head. You gotta go to sleep. Let them drain out your ears. Yep.
Mhm.
She's gonna balance your
seems
humors
about as
later.
logical as anything else I've heard. So,
Yeah. If you folks are all good, you can all go to bed. and take your long rest.
Yes.
Find an inn.
Before we go to bed, I would like to have a conversation with Amory.
Oh, whoa. Character development.
What's up?
Mal's just gonna like awkwardly like tug on your sleeve to get your attention.
What? Hey.
I don't know if this is going to be helpful, but the person that I'm looking for has some involvement with your family. I just learned that a little bit earlier.
Okay, yeah,
I
that's
thought you
enough.
should
That's
know.
enough to like get her out of bed. She's immediately awake and just like sitting on the edge of the bed. It's like, what are you talking about? Who are you looking for?
What's his name? Al something.
Alfair.
Alfair. There's when I first came here, I was picked up by a group of thieves, and the leader was named Alfair. And at first, he seemed like a good person. I mean, they were thieves, so I don't really know. It took me a while to know how things on this plane worked, but when I realized that we were doing what we were doing was bad, I started questioning his leadership. And the next job we were on, he betrayed me and left me for dead. And I've been hunting him. And I just heard that he's in Waterdeep, potentially involved with your family.
We did ask them to keep an eye on things. Is that him that they picked for that job?
I guess. Is that what they said? DM?
You asked Kenny specifically.
Oh, I did ask Kenny, but he's part of the Thieves Guild.
True, but
So he could have arranged something?
He knew that you were looking for Alfair in a bad way, so he would not, if he is actually on your side, he would not have hired Alfair to do that.
Okay, so it's got to be okay. So it could be, but it also probably isn't. I don't have any more information than that. I just thought you should know.
Well, it is good intel. Doesn't do a lot for me right this second, but that's another name for the shit list.
Well, he's definitely on mine. That's why I'm after him.
Well, maybe we'll both get some satisfaction when we get back to the city.
I hope so.
If we survive against whatever fucking dragon we're gonna have to deal with tomorrow.
Or the other thing that's hunting me. So hopefully these...
I mean, hopefully that works. I
work.
know we can't guarantee anything, but it's better than going out completely exposed, right?
Yeah. At least we'll have an idea of what to expect.
Yep. You know anything about black dragons?
Do I?
Nope.
Would I?
Might. Make a history check.
History is my best skill, somehow.
Ha! Nerd.
17.
17. Yeah, you know a lot about black dragons. You know that most people think that chromatic dragons, the black, blue, white, etc., Most people think that they're evil by nature. That's not true. But they do tend to be, because dragons are very territorial in general, they're the ones that people tend to bump up against most. And so everyone ascribes that to them. Black dragons typically live in swamps. They are acidic in nature, and they are extremely crafty. That is their general skill set as a culture.
Are they like weak to anything? Would I have any intel on that?
Dragons don't tend to be weak to much in general. But yeah, they're if it's a black dragon, that would be that would suck a little bit. This would definitely be its home turf that you'd be wandering into.
Yep. Well, if we're crafty, maybe we don't have to fight it at all. We just ask it nicely. But who knows? It's too many unknowns right now. I don't like it. And what the fuck is up with Vernon? Why is he acting weird?
Is he being weird? Would I have noticed something?
Yes. You would notice how adrift he seems.
The weird, how he didn't remember those things. I was definitely
it's like he's on heavy painkillers. It's basically what he seems like right now.
It's like he's possessed or something. He keeps talking about a voice in his head.
I wonder if whatever he experienced when he was gone, it messed with him.
Maybe we mess with him and then he's back on our side or something. Well, I don't know if he was ever really on our side to begin with. Culty bastard, but like I said last time, he's more useful alive than dead at this point. But God, he is just... I don't know what the fuck to do with him.
He's a little suspicious right now. Well, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on him. I guess it's better that both of us are watching.
Yeah, an extra set of eyes is good.
Okay.
Gonna be all right?
I think so. Well, once I have a long rest, I definitely will. I'm still very much hurt from the slime battle.
Absolutely.
I think that's all we needed to talk about. Or I wanted to talk about anyway. I don't know about you, Emery. Do you have anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
No one else? Everyone's going to sleep? Cool.
Are we all sleeping in the same room? Because if so, I am definitely like sleeping, kind of sitting up, alert.
No, I think it depends on what you guys wanted to pay, but a couple of silver is enough to get a good room in Leyland. So
I mean, if the rooms are empty, why do we have to pay for them?
Tim,
if they're just there, like, why can't I just go into the room and sleep there? Nobody else is using it.
Well, that's the whole...
Tim makes a great point.
That's the whole business model, I
don't know.
I paid for a whole inn, and then I feed you, and while you're staying here, I give you clean bedding and a roof over your head.
The rooms are empty.
But, well, I would either rent them to you or another bunch of strangers in town. So
are there other people who want the rooms?
Not right now. No, it's just...
Why can't I just sleep there?
Oh, because... God, you're cute.
I just hand the innkeeper some money and I'm like, I'm sorry about her. She's
No, she's making me think things about my whole outlook on life. It's
if the rooms are there and people need them, why can't they just sleep there?
Why isn't housing a right of all free peoples? It's So yeah, I think the only thing that happens before everyone really gets a long rest is Vernon. Before you go to bed, I think you're probably transfixed by the night sky, the stars. I don't think it's been, at the very least to you, it feels like it's been forever since you've seen stars like this. right? And of
Yeah, I'm
course, you're
picturing him
feeling
just kind of like sitting on his bed, just
Yeah.
staring out the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What are you doing? You're tired. You should
I'm-
go to bed.
I don't feel tired.
You believe me, you're
I'm feeling
tired.
kind of hungry.
No,
actually,
that's well. I mean, maybe, but you should sleep. The eating before you go to sleep is a bad idea. Let me tell you. It's
Oh, I'm learning all sorts of new and interesting things about this world.
well. This is the thing you should have known already. Really.
You ever just like look out at the stars and just be like, wow, that's a lot of stars.
Hello.
each one of them. Star's face. Yes.
Whoa, look
I-
at that one.
He's and your voice, your patron sounds as though he is about to admonish you. And he goes, "You know, not since I was a little boy, actually."
It's interesting.
Yes, it is.
Why did you stop thinking about all the stars?
I'm not sure. I think maybe in the scramble to survive, you lose a few things, you know?
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Hey, it's time to actually dream. You should go to sleep.
Okay.
Immediately, out like a light. And you all get your long rest.
Yay!
Yay.
I didn't go down this episode.
Yay.
Yay.
Yes,
I would
there's
also
still
to add just
time.
for, like,
Oh no.
I'd just like to add for flavor that Vernon sleeping like on the, I assume it's like a twin size bed, is like laying like across it sideways so that his lower half and his upper half are like hanging off of both sides.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's not, well, okay. All right. So yeah, there's only a couple of last things before we end for the session here. When we wake up, Tim, you're feeling tired. It's not. Sometimes, you know, when you're sleeping outdoors and you wake up, you still feel a little groggy. This is different. You feel like bone tired. You know, it's a little. It sucks. In fact, you have a point of exhaustion. You're so tired.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
can
afraid
I just
so.
not have a point of exhaustion? Actually,
I'm afraid not.
oh no.
I was wondering when that fucking random constitution save was gonna come back to haunt us.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no, I got the swamp chills.
Yeah, you're not feeling great. Is the thing? I got the black lung.
I'm sick.
Boo, you whore.
Do these symptoms feel like anything that I've ever had before, or is this entirely new?
It's entirely new. It's not something that you would have ever caught before. You have, to be fair though, you have never been in a swamp before, so yeah. I think you're acutely aware that you're just feeling sick.
Guys, I'm feeling not very good today. I'm just like, can I just like go back to sleep? Breathgirther, can you carry me all the way back?
Why, of course, and she like looks at you a little bit. I'm not going to catch it though, am I?
Does it infect mushrooms?
I'm not a mushroom. I am the
You keep
mighty
talking about that
Rathgirther.
you're a mushroom. Like you brought it up when we sparred earlier.
Well, it might be relevant in some cases, but now obviously I am quite clearly Rathgirther. Why does everyone keep trying to say I'm not Rathgirther? It's very important. I am obviously.
No one
Rathgirther.
was saying that.
Well, the Wrathgother isn't a mushroom.
You keep talking about. We just.
It's
Is
fine. I
it-
just won't lick your eyeballs.
You
Is
shouldn't
there
do
any
that
like
anyway.
test that I could do to figure out if it's
You just feel sick, and that's how you know you're sick in this world.
Right.
Yeah.
There's not like a biochem
Little thing
test
that you
that I
stick
can
in your nose for
Yeah,
a
a
few
little
seconds.
swab.
You don't swab and then wait for 10 minutes until the thing gives you a blue
Mm.
line or a pink line. Nah, none of that.
Well, I can. Do you guys want me to check out the crown and the and Vernon?
I mean, if you're feeling up for it, we
Stuff.
probably should.
and the
but-
swords,
Oh,
I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna ritual cast, partially because I don't want to use a spell slot, but also because it's so much easier to do when you're sick. Is to like.
Yeah. You can throw
So-
all the items you want to identify into a pile, basically.
Yep.
So you throw
Yeah, so
the swords, and you throw Maldris's head, and this.
I was gonna say, like, I'll
All
sit in
burden.
the pile, like, holding everything if you want
Yeah.
me to.
Yeah.
Perfect.
whatever else you
Identified.
want to do.
One,
For me.
Maldris.
Yeah.
It's like a
Was that
Pokedex.
a Pokedex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maldris, the shape-changing Pokemon.
So good.
Maldris.
And I'm ice type because of Jinx.
Yeah. Yes. So, wild. So first of all, the crown is indeed cursed. But it's cursed in a very interesting manner. It's not cursed in the way that it's like magically cursed, those sorts of things that like give you an arcane pull to never chuck it off. Because if that was the case, any one of you could pluck the crown off. That's not the case here. There is something odd about the magic of this crown. And in fact, it is the same thing that is odd about the magic of the swords. The swords are also magical. They count as, both of them count as vicious weapons. Which basically means that if you roll a crit while using them, they do an extra 7 damage of the weapon's regular type.
Damn.
In addition to being magical in general, so you could hurt ghosts with them and stuff.
Yes. Stab ghosts.
Randy better watch his back.
Are sounding real tempting.
How do
The
my
swords-
ghosts react to that?
And the ghosts go, holy shit, you can't let her have those. You can't.
I'm not gonna.
She'll move up from she'll move up from shaking to slicing. It's was there anything else in the pile?
I think
I
it
don't
was
think so.
just.
Gotcha.
Just the
be-
crown and the swords. I think. Yeah.
Because you've been doing this before, I'm going to give you an intelligence check with advantage, and add your proficiency check to that as well.
So, well, then I'll just roll a normal.
Sure.
With my proficiency. So
Yeah.
let's make that investigation then, because that's the same thing.
Sure.
23.
23. Okay.
Oh.
So this you got advantage because this is a test you've done before, and you have the goo from the dead slime man. You find mushroom spores that are exactly the same as Wrathgother's in the slime, and in the crown, and in the swords. These are mycelial made items.
Oh, we're all gonna become mushrooms. That's exciting.
What?
The reason you can't remove the crown is because it has begun to embed itself into Maldris. It's sort of a parasitic relationship.
Maldris, I don't want to like freak you out, but also I don't really give a shit because I don't feel very good. So I think the crown is like becoming part of you.
What? Maldris is gonna start panicking and trying to take the.
No, if you do that, it'll hurt you. It'll hurt you. I mean, we
I'm gonna
could
pull out
probably,
one of my
cut it
swords
off,
and just be
but-
like, I could just
I could just.
I could just,
Are
I
you
mean, it
talking
would
about
hurt.
scalping Maldris?
not scalping, just cutting the crown off.
Yeah, it's like a skin tag, basically.
Uh-huh.
You just cut it
yeah.
right off.
Right?
We're gonna
Yep.
burn.
Yeah, it'll bleed. You'll be fine.
Yeah. So here's the deal, though. While you're investigating what it's doing to Maldris, you notice that Maldris's cells, which you don't know what cells are called, but anyways, Maldris's being, the thing that Maldris is, their very essence is actually stopping the crown from fully integrating properly, because Maldris is a changeling, and so their cells are very changeable. Right, and so it really is having a hard time getting a solid grip like it would. For instance, if it had been on Vernon's head or Emery's head or your head, by now it would have been completely unable to be removed.
So
yeah.
they could take it off theoretically. It would probably still
Theoretically,
hurt, but
yes.
Well, so
However,
there's
it
good
does confer lots of benefits as the identify spell. So first of all, you know that the fungal swords are vicious weapons, right? The crown, in addition to being able to spot anybody who is vaguely composed of this same mushroom, it is also giving the wearer regeneration of about 4 health points every round.
Would it be a bad idea if I had the crown?
Oh, is it that kind of cursed? Or now you just really want it?
Oh no, it's super cool, and I explain the benefits to everyone. But like, it would become a part of me. But honestly, like, what better way to immerse yourself in your research than to become the thing you're researching?
I mean, she is about the
how
right height
sick
to be a
are you?
mushroom.
Bark, red
don't-
flag, bark.
Yeah, I'm with Sparks on this one. Maybe we don't try to all become
maybe you need to
mushrooms.
rest.
I think we should get it off of Maldris, and then we can make a decision later when I feel good.
That sounds like a good idea. Maldis might sting
yeah.
a little bit. I'm gonna hold on to the crown. I'm gonna aim for like the base of the crown though, because I'm not trying to like cut off Maldris's. I might give him a little bit of a close haircut.
Why don't we like it? Why not like more refined removal?
Like
So
what?
that way, because we have to get all of the spores off, or else because that's how any amount can.
Do you have a sharper knife?
Is this currently detrimental to my health right now?
No,
I
but the
mean-
longer it's on there, the more likely it is that it stays permanently forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, and maybe it'll turn you into some kind of like weird mushroom hypnotized weirdo, and then you'll start
Stop
trying
looking
to
at
attack
me
us.
whenever you talk like that.
I
I'm right
wasn't
here.
looking at you.
Well,
But I
okay,
can't
so
change
listen,
into
listen.
plants.
Never mind. I just realized that it would not work. I think I have not looked this up, so I might be wrong. But I think that at some point I can maybe figure out how to like remove curses. So that could work, but for
Do we want to
now,
wait that long?
yeah, I mean that's the question. Well,
I
you
mean,
guys-
I think maybe
are
we just rip off the band-aid.
Okay.
you are all aware that in the swamp town you were in, the old lady did peddle a bunch of medicines for local ailments, and it's possible she might know some antifungals.
That's a great idea.
I'm
Did
still
I
like
just-
holding the
Did
crown in
I-
one
did
hand
I-
and my sword in
I
the
just
other. I'm like,
thought
am
of-
I doing this or not?
Real quick, do the swords also have the same quality where because they are also fungal, they will also attach to whoever holds them?
You are not entirely certain.
I think we should just not touch any of this stuff for a little bit until I feel better and can grapple with the information that's in my brain.
Sure. So I'm not cutting the crown.
Yeah,
off
we're
of
gonna
Van
let the
Hearing.
old woman put some ointment on Mal's head.
Oh,
and
yes,
it'll
my
be
favorite
fine.
person in the world at the
Yeah, it's like
moment. Yeah.
greasing a ring to try to get it off your finger. Gotta
Yeah.
put some
Wait, no, it's more like the
Oil?
like acid that they put on like warts on your foot to remove them. It's more like that.
Maldris is going to have a tonsure for a bit.
It'll be great. So before we go, I can work with Vernon as well. Vernon, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing great. I've never felt better. Yeah.
Okay.
X'd out.
Yeah, sleeping is a trip. You woke up and you felt awesome.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, I mean, yesterday I felt like
Oh,
like pain after like I don't know, crashing through whatever it was I crashed through, I guess the sky. But now like I feel fantastic, relatively speaking.
Well, so I just realized that the medicine I was going to use on you, I can also use on me. But
That's awesome.
is this like an airplane situation, or is this like a Hippocratic Oath situation? Who do I fix first?
What's an airplane?
I think it's that place that you went to that one time.
Oh, yes,
That's
I
the
remember
joke.
the airplane with the castles and the clouds. And
Yeah.
yes,
That's what we
yes.
call a
Okay.
callback in the
Okay.
biz.
spell
Yes.
first.
Do I fix me first?
I think
Yeah.
heal yourself first because you
Yeah.
were the one that
Okay.
helped everybody else. So
Oh, right.
I'm not
You're
doing too terribly
You
at all.
all
So.
are so smart. Yeah, I would like to cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
You are cured of the swamp fever. Congratulations.
Whoa,
Wow,
Your
that was really cool.
exhaustion
sucked.
is cleared. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
You were going to
All
gain
right.
1 exhaustion every long rest unless you rolled a constitution saving throw properly every time.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Yeah.
I'm glad I avoided that. All right. I don't know if it's going to actually do anything. This is half Tim, half Zoe speaking.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it'll help, but it can't hurt. So, Vernon, and she just lifts up
Mhm.
her arms and puts them like on your belly or your chest or whatever the highest is that she can reach.
Mhm.
And she is going to
nipples.
yeah, she just has some like ointment on her hands and is just gonna
Keratin
like
nips.
feel better
Okay.
and cast Lesser Restoration. I don't know if it'll help, but it's worth
Sure.
a shot.
Why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Mm.
Come on. This is your moment.
2023.
There it is.
Let's go.
2023. That's this year. What a roll. You got 2023 on a
I
D20
did.
dice. That's amazing.
I did.
I know.
Okay. So the first thing that happens is your spell goes off. And when you're doing this, typically you get like a bit of feedback, so you're aware that things work or they do not work, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, you're aware that your spell worked. There was just
Okay.
nothing to cure. Vernon has no ailments. And I'm not talking like no ailments as in he doesn't have any diseases or curses or anything like that. Vernon doesn't have back pain, joint pain, none of that. Doesn't have a sunburn, nothing. He is in pretty damn good health. More importantly, something about greater restoration. It is
Lesser Restoration.
lesser restoration, pardon me. Restoration is among some of the spells that are divinely ordained. It's one of those things that wizards were able to kind of figure out from the divine
Yeah.
tree of things. When your ointment does its magical work, even though you don't have the connection to it that a divine caster would, something about Vernon is like reverberating with it in a positive way. Like it's good. You know, in a way that a regular person shouldn't be reverberating with it, you know?
Like he has some like divine essence
Yep.
vibes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The vibes.
Vernon,
That's my name.
are you When you went to space, when you went to the planes, did you talk to like a deity? Or like interact
DM,
with
what,
the deity?
What would I
Yeah.
what would I say to that? Because I feel
I mean,
like yes.
yeah, like I don't know. It's weird. Like the crab is not a deity. It's.
Mm,
I think your answer to that is maybe.
yeah, that sounds about right. It's possible. I mean, I did see a bunch of things there. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because you've got like, you're like really glowy with like divine stuff. Are you?
Oh.
And you like seemed like you're doing great. I mean, and that's. It's not really a compliment, but it's also not really an insult either. You seem fine and it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I could literally run through a wall right now if I wanted to.
Don't do that, please. I don't have a lot more super stuff I can do to help you. So you, Sparks, you talked about God earlier. Does this mean anything to you? Can you like, does he have vibes for you?
Sparks will now begin licking protocol. And he sticks out his tongue and he goes. He will not stop. This will keep going for a bit.
Good.
You think it's the ointment?
Yeah, fair.
Dogs, right?
It always
Yep.
is.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right, everybody. We're gonna come to a close on this mystery as we're ready to push out now. Congratulations for making it to the end of the episode. Stick around.
Yay.
We are not going anywhere. We are about to have a table talk. Unfortunately, I believe our buddy Ron has to leave.
Yes.
There is apparently some sort of holiday in the States that is going on around this time, and there is some fallout to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Strange.
So-
Thanks for nothing, am I right?
I know.
Fair.
Down with America.
Weird. We had our turkey
but
day like
also,
a month ago.
If you if you have any questions that you'd like to direct to me, you can send them on over to me on Discord. I am
That
in
is true.
all of these people's Discords.
Oh,
so-
yeah. You can always just like tag at Ron and in any of our servers and be like, "Hey, Ron, what the fuck is up with this?" And then Ron will answer as he may.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
promote
okay,
your
everybody.
podcast before you go.
Oh yes, please
You want
promote
me to do
yourself
my
before
plug
you go.
before I go?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You can find me most places at Megaron TV. And then also I have a podcast. It's called Just a Little Guy. It's all about making monsters collaboratively with my friends from all over the internet. I have an
Sure.
episode coming out probably within the next week featuring Quinn Burkholtz, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
I've already recorded one with Tucker Woolley. I'm going to contact Jinx about setting up one later. And if you are looking at the back catalog, you'll notice that everybody else that I'm sharing the screen with, I've had them on the show. So if you want to know what kind of weird little beasties are like marching around inside their heads, be sure to check out the back catalog because we got Zoe, we got Star, we got Jay's on the first episode. So
It's true.
Yeah, go
First
check it out.
episode,
It's at
best
Just a
episode,
Little
am I
Guy
right?
Pod. Yeah, absolutely. Well, actually, statistically speaking, on the Spotify app, it is the best performing episode. On YouTube, I think it's a battle between Star and Zoe, though. So
YouTube.
but yes, just a little guy pod.com. That's Lil Lil. All right.
L-I-L. Perfect.
Mhm.
Thank you, Vernon.
Bye, Ron.
All right, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We're staying though,
Right.
so you guys should keep
Yes.
watching us.
Yes. We will be right back in a small break. But first, there are some consequences that I did not tell everybody about. Unbeknownst to all the characters, that night as they go to sleep, in the garden where they left the crack, high up on the wall where it stopped fixing, a little gout of flame bursts through, followed by a finger, blackened and charred, and then another finger, and then some hands, as a hole is ripped back open to the fire plane. and the screechy, charred voice of a young man bursts through as he saves himself from the fire plane. And that's where we're going to go to break. We will see you all in just 5 or 10 minutes. Don't go everywhere.